What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches from Twitch straight to you. We're here today with my co-host Catalyst. What's up, Cat?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, guys? All right, today we got the LA Thieves versus Seattle Siege. We're looking to see Pred making big moves on this series here. But on the other side, you do have the reigning champions, who are actually doing not bad. Got Kenny's wide button going ham.
Always.
So we'll see what happens.
And draws are shooting bodies against Simp.
And snaking his heart out to every one of Celium's desires.
Checking this out here.
Can't wait to see the snake pit on P4. I think it's P4.
It's lovely time to add as well. There's 15 plus seconds.
Alright, well, I can with Kenny. Already hitting that Y button heavily. One of these times we need to count his Y buttons for a whole series. Just give those stats to breaking point.
We don't get his whole point of view the whole time, or else we maybe could visible YYs off the broadcast.
Right. Yeah, right.
Kenny's only job is not to die. His teammates get all the kills for him, and he blocks those
Every time he hits Y, you gotta fucking
pick up the two-piece just to slow the approach down. And you see, as soon as a player like Matt crosses,
you die like 30 seconds into the match. You'd have alcohol poisoning.
Like clockwork,
LA Thieves looks like they got P2 spawns, but someone is in the back, Brett.
And for the
moment, shooting through his own fucking trophy system, man. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
This might be the pressure.
Sid comes in to take out Envoy.
Envoy should have held that trigger.
What's his time at right now?
17, 16, 15 in the hard point.
You should probably reset.
I'm uploading too, so.
Yeah, I'm like 5 seconds ahead.
I'll do it after this game because it'll be done by then.
Yeah. I'll just chill on my comms a little more.
Well, right now, Seattle just been
I'll try and talk more
so
stats.
they're forced to break into these hills, and this is probably the most difficult one to break.
But it looks like LA are gonna break this and get this time here.
It seemed like they want to hold it too.
That's sort of the problem.
Only one person left, Fred.
Yep.
As it looks like LA gonna get a good hunk of time here.
So far, it's looking like the kitchen hill has been the one that delivers for LAT.
Here we go, 30 plus seconds remaining on this one, trying to get in. Sid with a nice bit of shots there with a Baznev. Not really enough to get too much more out of it. 25 remaining. Trophies all over the place. Pred though in the feed. He might be the man.
That's a break though for scrap time for Surge.
On the backside, flat the kitchen there, and that should be the end of it. 5 spree there from Kenny. Now, with that being said, let's see how the Thieves are going.
Here's it listening.
Sib and P2, Okay. I'm trying to play. He's stay P2. I got it. Yeah, play your kills, play your kills. For deep down, yeah. I'm just trying to go mid, guys. I'm a late mid. Yeah, I'm couch right now. Yeah, Goodness go. No, got it. He's on D2, guys. On D2. I'm playing the mid side. At the lobby. Yep. D2. Got it. Hey, D1. Yeah, it's fine. I can't shot. I'll get right. You push out bar. I'm gonna go left. Alright, one is in bottom bed. Alright, I'm gonna play the lobby down here. I'm gonna have to mid. You can pitch our cat or something like that. One is in bottom bed. Alright, you jump across. I'm gonna jump across. Yeah. Absolutely check on top of the heat. I'll get right. Lamar's on your port. Low bed, he's pushing through. And lobby. Low bed. Low bed, not pushing me. Lobby. 2 lobbies. I can help you. I'm pushing. I'm just living. There's 2 in here. They're not challenging lobby yet. There's 2 here. Use native white, guys. I'm here. I'll play the back. I'm helping you wide, though. I'll send you one, bro. I'm in down. Alright. Behind me, lobby. I have secret, bro. Lobby. In white. Okay. I'm living. I'm on top of you, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna dub it. Go. I got time. In white, just right out there. Wine dead. Nice job.
Well, just like that, the comms for LAT might be on cruise control, but the gameplay was from Surge. Finally, they get ahead of rotations.
Did you see Fred get turned on?
No, I was counting money in my wallet so I can go make a payment on that pubco.
Oh.
They've got a little bit of a battle to work through on the inside of the restaurant.
We got a break coming up. I might go do it before because it's still nice.
The biggest breaks between 2 and 3 in the match. They actually do like a full 5-minute break.
Oh, no. I was talking about after the 6.
Oh. You're right.
Have that break.
Got you.
But I'm probably going to do it before then. Just because it's nice outside and I want to hit it before.
Yeah, for sure.
Something changes.
It's only these final 10 seconds, and this is a rotation
for sure, bro.
LA teammates would pay more attention to.
Says it's 65 outside right now.
I normally take a nap, but I feel pretty good right now, so I might play some PvP and do some of my grind, and then get back on for the map 4. Match 4.
I'm definitely gonna hit some Hogwarts here.
I can hit that up tonight, maybe a little bit before I do it tonight.
Dude, let me know. I'm totally down.
Is that another listening? Yep.
Bottom bed on me, guys.
Bottom bed, one shot. Sado dead. Bottom bed, one shot. He went to front side, bottom bed.
I'm one shot, guys.
Back. He's laying down back. Is he bottom bed? Yeah, he's laying down back. Kenny was bottom bed. I want to be HP. Yeah, I'm in the hop. Dead. Last guy fighting mid. Mid or top.
I'm looking. He's top on time on me. I'm standing up.
I'm trying to hit on camera. I'm behind me on top. One more back. Stop cooking him here. I'm behind him. Nice. They're all spawning pond. Kenny's downstairs.
Okay. I'm coming up.
Help me. Backstairs.
On time, then. I'm going to
They're gonna be double arches. Go. He's here. Double arches. My smoke carry. Double arches dead. One more. Go, Dante.
Nice 3. Last guy dropped.
He's dead. Nice. He got me. He went to the arch to wine. He's one. That's Tom.
Our desk. Double arches. Our desk said one's double arches. Double arches to the cat.
Did you hear what someone screamed? What the fuck was that? What was that?
Double kill.
Oh, baby, it's a wonderful opener there from Surge.
It's basically his version of shoot on.
Yeah.
As you can see, Surge are just swarming all over the map.
I loved it. Was it Bread? I
I
couldn't tell who it was. All I heard was.
Put that in a short.
I'm going to. I wrote it down.
Oh
shit. I'm also putting that Hydra snipe. Then I might get a crappy snipe.
Bit of pressure towards P1 before we have
Like
to go
every
towards that
scrappy
lobby side.
snipe,
Seattle
Jesus.
Surge in position
Yeah, they were
over here.
looking good.
Fred's gonna be the
That
man
one through the
first
truck.
in.
You gotta
Every
pick the
possible
best
corner now
one.
should
Yeah.
have a Seattle Surge tushy in it. Get
I think it was that
multiples
one
of
that he
those.
got through. It was a double kill. He got through the truck.
It was a double kill. Yeah, well, it wasn't through the front, but he was peeking over the tailgate.
Right.
Like, barely,
Right.
dude, and scrapped it.
And he just
Boom. Forehead. Boom. Dead in the forehead.
Seattle might
That's
be
why I said
able
I
to
was-
just about close this out with a hold here on P2.
Yeah, 22 and 14. 23 and 14.
Oh, got a cruise. I would just call it.
Maybe just a stamp on the game if you're LAT.
I kind of want to save just in case you need a break. Because if you go in without it, it's not like you get extra points or the points don't matter. You know, you're not going for experience. So if
Say
you can
who's
win
line
without
it anyway,
it,
the points do matter.
No, the
I'm
I'm
just
saying
kidding.
like you're plus 100 per kill, plus 100 for calling in a kill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those don't matter, man. So like, because when you call in a predator missile, you get
This
information.
could be it.
But you can't move.
That's a
You're
full
dead in the water,
rotation.
you know what I mean?
Just to try to think about this rotation.
Look at that full
I was
rotation
called
in
out.
fucking
Maybe
Seattle.
not too far behind, but it's another 10 seconds before you can think about even contesting the time, let alone about winning the
Here they come.
gunfights to get there. It's a couple
10
trades early
seconds.
on, but now it's a snake battle inside a kitchen.
Oh, good.
Here comes the snake pit.
On the back door. Here comes Envoy. Doesn't read the
Oh,
corner.
wow, they don't
He's
need a
fit
snake.
towards the front. It's
They
close.
just shit on him.
It's done. It's
No
over.
snake.
It's
No
all
snaking.
Seattle all
They just
day.
shit on him, bro.
Hotel.
Accuracy just stood in the corner and just.
Didn't see that one coming. GG's. Seattle take it first.
That is just an instant game as
Okay.
well. I think
Seattle
LAT
looking
on the
good,
first
map one.
rotation up through, like, kitchen.
I
Then
like
Sid
it.
goes on
I
like a
like it.
Did you see
5-3
my
on the
Facebook
rotation
post
over
of
towards
the
desk, and
American
after that
exchange
moment,
student
Seattle
going to Hogwarts?
literally never looked back. As soon as they got control of the game,
Find that when you
they
can.
held it firmly in their grasp. They just started taking him to task.
Oh
and, I
my
mean,
god.
you had
Okay.
a pretty
I'll have to
lights
look at
out
that later.
performance.
Not
At
now.
least
Dude,
early on
like,
for
I already
Yeah,
can
dude,
tell what it's gonna be though.
It just did
So
not make a
good.
difference
So
towards
good.
the end. 11 and 22
Kenny,
out of
25 and
10,
18
11
looking
20
good,
out of draws it,
but
nearly
Pred
double
28
negative
and
for Envoy
15.
as well.
Woo!
As
Sid,
soon as
20 and
the sun
15.
kicked up, just did
Untraded
not
kills.
like
We
a
got
third up for
17 over
Seattle.
LATs
It
by
just turned
Kenny.
into a
Jeebus.
snowball effect,
None of
and
his
they ran him
teammates
over
kept
like a
up.
truck.
And we
That
got
is a
23 for
clean
Pred, obviously.
performance.
He's a monster.
You have more
17 for
non-traders than
Kenny?
nearly every single
Kenny
player.
is
Yeah,
just
dude, 7.
trying. He was trying, bro.
Octane and Envoy were, yeah, 10 underneath him.
Octane and
It's like a
Draza.
place
Look
to
at
his
Draza,
team.
11 and 20.
Managed to get over 2,000 damage
Look at Kenny.
alone. Kudos to Kenny for that one, but not quite enough from the rest of the squad. Here are the highlights from that first map. Wow, I'll tell you what, Seattle Surge came to play today.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload real quick.
Destroy treats them as kindly as that
I think I'm
hotel
gonna
promoted, but for now,
walk up to the store, post it, and I'll be back. It's just right across the street.
No worries.
One and two in that game mode compared to the performance that they had. They were making moves all over the map. And Mac was absolutely frying. So I think if Seattle get anywhere near that level of performance in this series, obviously they're going to be in a fantastic spot. It's El Asilo we're going to. LA Thieves love to play on that map, all for a 3-8 record overall. So I think Surge are going to be feeling themselves after that one. All 4 players positive, accuracy on point as well. Anytime the team KD is a 1.4, you're feeling great going into new.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is 2
teams
from the majors so
1.4.
far here in the year. Will they make another at the upcoming Texas major? We'll find out in a couple of weeks. But for now, Seattle Surge, LA Thieves, you know they've both got that dog in them. See what happens on El Asilo now. Search and Destroy coming up next. This is going to be a fun one indeed, Chance. As you said at the start of the series, Surge looking to broaden the map pool, looking to get reps on the maps they don't necessarily have the finest records on. And for now, LA Thieves, big fans of El Asilo. Will they find the crazy madness here, or will it be another
El Asilo Hydro Fortress?
Seattle Surge. Because Chance, what was it? Almost hit the record for Search and Destroy losses in a row. Unheard of for a roster of this caliber that we've seen since their inception in Vanguard.
And also absurd to hear a player just say that you're not even trying 100% in a certain game mode for the S&D practice. I know Mac talked about it in the most recent interview that they had. But just that acknowledgement. I know Search and Destroy is a weird one to scrim because it plays so much differently in matches compared to
Seattle
online,
not playing good in Search recently. Let's see if they can maybe turn it around here.
So I know it's funny to begin with, but when you get to a record-breaking in a bad way performance, you have to start turning things around. So it'd just be fun to watch if they can bring it into a different map. It was Hotel where we saw them playing with all the confidence in the world, making moves all over the place. Mac was balling out. Civ also posted up some very nice stat lines in the map too. Now it's a different one on El Asilo, and they're playing against a team who, admittedly, the record isn't great at 3-8 overall, but still well experienced. I know quite a few of those losses are to teams like Atlanta FaZe, where Atlanta FaZe, one of their best maps in the game. So I think LAT overall, the round count usually pretty. It's just a map they struggle to get wins on overall. So definitely an interesting square up, and I definitely think this is now where we truly get to learn about how many improvements Surge has actually made.
Improvement is going to be the name of the game. That's going to be what we're really looking for here. A win is one thing, but looking to see them go toe-to-toe with a tough squad like the LA Thieves and Search and Destroy, that is also a wonderful indicator for success. Here we go into El Asilo, map number 2. Here in this series, an absolute slugfest. We are guaranteeing you, ladies and gents. A lot of 3-0s yesterday, an exciting 3-0 to start the day off today, but you bet your bottom dollar, or whatever the hell metaphor you're looking for, wherever you come from, this is going to be a treat.
And again, that record is just absurd. I mean, the first blood pretty halfway decent right in the middle of the pack for LAT, but I know both LA Thieves and Surge's conversions when they actually get the first bloods pretty poor. Which obviously the records would indicate that you're not having a great deal of success even when you're finding the picks. And see if Civ can find one in the outer lane, as this is a pretty aggressive B hit off the rib. No dead silence, no trophies just yet, so impossible to absolutely fly.
Octane is atop of the mountain. Eyes across that B-bomb site. Max getting in there. Larry tags up. Envoy backs him right up. This might give you a bit of clearance to go towards A. Watch that flank though. Here comes Kenny. He's going to make a play towards the outside. Sneaky man making his moves. Sib. Right place, right time. Will the gunny prevail? Gets one. Wait a minute. Oh no! There's a ton of Surge players in this back alley. Kenny bites off more than he can chew. 4v2.
Yeah, just a bit of a mistake there out of Draza, because Kenny absolutely heard that player jump. So Sid could have been dead to rights, but then Kenny gets forced to chow a little bit too quickly, and the help for Surge was there. And funnily enough, it was the B hit off the rip. They just get the bomb down at A so quickly after the fact, and Octane by himself, nowhere to go, in a perfect first round coming out of Seattle. Sid with that opening 2-piece, and obviously the help from his teammate in field sealed the deal.
Happy with that one. This was the kill from Sib. Gets Adraza, spots Kenny, and this is perfect teamwork. Kenny comes from that corner, gets a tag or two in. And it's a little bit of help from the bomb carrier Mac there, but Sib, great moves there. Doesn't take the challenge, backs up, trusts his teammates. That's good minimap awareness. We may not have red dots, but don't forget the blue ones, team. They're your pals. Most of the time, they're here to help.
Yeah, that's got to be great communication as well, just because we know Mac had the bomb and was like the most aggressive guy up on the wall. So he ran back to help out his teammates. So someone was either begging for help in Sib or just the big brain plays were there. And now you don't need a 200 IQ to know if Pred's in a spot like this, he can make that impact play, but he's very loud when he drops down. Doesn't matter though, still gets the first blood.
And he got knocked out of that spot.
Somehow managing to deal a decent amount of damage. Not the kill. Mac though goes down. Draza finds his. 3v2 lives towards the LA Thieves.
Bomb down for Thieves.
Oh, that's unfortunate for accuracy. Dead silence runs out and he gets spotted, and Octane just gets sent in for the kill. Down to 50 HP, but more importantly, no time on the clock. Pred trying to make a play on the other side, but he's going to be spotted or at least heard after the fact. Only has 15 seconds to work with to defuse a bomb, and with the Vaznev in hand, simply nothing can be done. So he wants just an extra kill if he can get it.
He will get it in a few seconds if he checks this right. Yep, there it is. That's going to be 3 spree on the round. That's the one consolation he gets to take away from here, Seattle Surge fans. Apart from that, though, LA Thieves, they find the equalizer.
Nice little bounce back just inside the site. I know Pred got the kill on Kenny, sort of on that like outer A zone lane, but all the other LA Thieves won their individual gunfights in and around the bomb. And I mean, 2 for 2 right now for both of these teams on the actual bomb plants.
Good play there.
The offensive conversions
from LA Thieves. 1-1, I think.
Talking about them conversions, man. And so far, it's all working. The stats have not lied thus far here in the Search and Destroy round 3. Here we go. LA Thieves on the defense. They're stacking up the A site. Stick as Thieves, if you'll excuse the pun. I will Seattle break this. All of them upstairs for now.
There's going to be so much noise up top, right? You see Octane in the face cam comment a decent bit as well. All of these audio cues, players pulling out stuns and nades, and maybe trying to send Kenny in for the kill. LA Thieves maybe with flank opportunity, but if they heard 3 players up top and this bomb starts to rotate over towards B, right now it's only Draza responsible to catch out this rotation, but I don't think the timing went his way. And this is looking like Mac is going to be able to get this bomb down for free. We get to see how Seattle hold this bomb.
Yeah, Thieves 2 guns up over towards that B side of the map. Back you see, he's going to walk back into the sneaky Draza, the assassin from the back line. No problem. Sibbed. Just like that. Flying solo. His wingmen are out, and he's not going to be able to get a constellation kill on the way through. There you go. The LA Thieves. What a round.
Yeah, and Kenny always enthusiastic in the player cam as well. I think pretty happy about how that round developed. Great kills. I mean, as soon as the bomb get down, I think it might have been Envoy that was the first one in to catch Mac as soon as the bomb goes down. And even for the reads, Draws had just taken the full wrap. So it might have been a little bit slow on the rotation to actually stop the bomb plant from taking place. But they were incredibly fast at just swarming over that garage area after the fact. And that is as efficient of a retake as you are ever going to see. LA Thieves, their bread and butter.
It was cool, patient play from Draza as well. He spots, or he hears the audio cue for at least one player there by the bomb site. Doesn't smash a door open, takes the long way around. Catches out accuracy, setting up for the post-plant position. Nets that kill, nets his teammates some space and a bit of time to play with. Great stuff there. LA Thieves take the lead here in the Search and Destroy. Back at it we go.
Yeah, no shocker on the aggression into the A site. Doubled up down low, Pred and Mac, and very standard setup right now across the board for Seattle on defense. And I think LAT maybe a little bit happy to take their time, maybe accrue some of that dead silence before you start making plays. But for the moment, you only know that accuracy is in his home. After that, they're still waiting to use some stuns and nades to set these players out.
Stuns and nades, that's what Mac's going to be dealing with in a moment. Trophy on its way here, his field upgrade. Another one round like this, they're going to have to pump the brakes, let those deadies build up. Now, though, you're chilling. Ken on the other side of the A-bomb site door. Here we go, stacking up, getting ready for the hit. They're blowing the fan clean off the wall. Here comes the chow. Pred's got that corner covered. Mac wins his. Doors banged wide open. Mac looking to get a little bit more than that first. As Envoy, he's going to get the tags through the wall. Draz gets involved now, but Mac wants to get with a gunny. 30 seconds on this one, and you're holding it down, and Seattle Surge have found all the kills. LaRue's alone. He's gone. What
Seattle, good hold there.
Yeah, and that's impressive work out of the trophy system as well off the rip for Max. So an SMG in that site, you know it's the stuns and nades you have to deal with, but they were never ever, reduced HP.
Good trophy use by an SMG player.
Never properly came through. I know Mac was getting tagged up a bit, but You know, we see players like Abizi or Celium just insta-kill players through that wall. LA Thieves not quite able to find it, and obviously you see how difficult it can be to break in that site. And I'd say even on the stuns and nades front, just a little more value out of Seattle. All those players ended up getting funneled inside of that pool area, and both Mac finding the kills and even accuracy from the outer lane moving in. Just an efficient round on defense.
Efficiency is so hard to do here in MW2. Only the greatest can really pull it off. One plant towards A, real quick. An exchange of lethals and tacticals here from Kenny and Pred. They're going to empty their pockets on one another. And now it's just Knives and Lin. Here we go. Kenny from upstairs. The retake is on. We're moving fast for the Thieves, but you're moving loud at the same time. Not Draz, though. Dead silence through the back line. Will he be able to catch someone out? Sib. He's shaking it in the corner there by the pole dance. And he's got to find something else. Top stairs now. Oh, wait a minute. All LA Thieves. Sib's got the boomstick downstairs. Kenny might be able to get the pinch here. Oh, Kenny finds one. The bar kill from Mac should seal it. And 2v2. The clock is ticking. There's no way, son. Absolute
nice, Seattle.
Fiesta downstairs. And Seattle come out on top.
Yeah, good lord, that's a difficult hold as well for Seattle. I know they get the bomb down for free, and he'll freaking
5 and 1 for Fred.
But I mean, you're getting swarm bottom pool, hit from every single angle. You have to trust your teammates to deliver on all the gunfights, and Fred and Mac down low, trusting each other to win their respective. You get left, I get right, and they just simply deliver. So again, Seattle, we know they've been putting in a serious amount of work, especially in this game mode, and round like that, I definitely think it shows. And more importantly, just to recognize of how quickly you're actually able to get that bomb down. I mean, they cleared out the site, had the bomb planted within the first 15 seconds of the rounds. No time wasted for Surge.
Is that efficiency? Ooh. Draz gets away with his life. Bomb planted at A, though. Thieves downstairs now trying to stack into a position, get themselves angles covered. Pred upstairs, though. Moving quietly. Oh, Draz does not hear him coming. That's going to be 3 in a row there for Pred. 6 and 1 overall. Still hesitating to go. Less than 30 on the clock. Mac wins his. Pred. Oh, no. Falling to pieces now for the Thieves.
1v4 for Kenny.
This is it. I mean, Kenny for the 1v4. They even closed the door in his face, and now you just got to get the trade. No big play there for Kenny. And again, ecstatic in the player camp because his team just got broken down. Pred gets in prime position and then just waits for the kills to fall on his lap. Draws it too loud to hit the stairwell. Easy read right there for Pred. And then obviously you have Mac jumping on the site after the fact. I mean, everybody from Surge in those final moments got in the mix. So Pred sets him up, everybody else there to knock it down. And right now the woes on Elisilo for LA Thieves. It seems like they're just continuing.
Yeah, there was a moment there, the final seconds of Kenny's face cam where he gets the kill on the player on the site, and then it's just, what is happening? What is going on, boys? Seattle Surge, a 2-round advantage. And I can't believe it, mate. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, they were world's worst at Search and Destroy. And what do you know? Back-to-back wins? It's not over yet.
Pred so aggressive as well. Yeah, look at the teamwork right there. Draws in. Even Kenny was down low, so everybody in the mix to shut down that push. And now in a 3v4, and you're kind of trapped on the field side of the map. I know at least the bomb carrier gets out, but accuracy's been left on an island. But he finds a pick, but his teammates down low don't quite get the trades. Envoy, see that thorn in their side, leaving the players in a 2v3, but
Sib,
the thorn
2v2.
has been pulled. And right now, Sib and accuracy, the AR is trying to make moves, but can't quite make it happen. Now Sib for the 1v2 and starts off with a 360.
Yo, he hit that one. Very, very good. That's a 10 from the judges. He's going to try to hit the bomb down. Timing. What? 1v1. Draz comes out on top, and Sib is very, very upset with that one.
And meanwhile, just a smile on Jaws' face, those pearly whites. Chip Skylark is grinded this game. I know if it wasn't the fact that he had to waste time, you know, scrimming, playing in a CDL, he would be #1 on the top 250 leaderboards, but Jaws has put in some serious work. Nice play around the door in that moment, and I think Sib probably most upset about not getting the highlight reel play, because that would have been a very solid, effectively, like 2v4 clutch that Sib and accuracy would have had. Sid would have collected 3 of those kills.
He wanted it bad.
Either way, necessary bounce back round right there for LA Thieves just to stop the bleeding, but still down in rounds. Gonna get back on offense.
And we'll see what happens now. One more for the LA Thieves to tie it up. 4-4. We're creeping. We're crawling. And we are slithering through the bottom side of LSClo. Standard setup there from Seattle Surge. Thieves, though, on offense. We look at this field play. You've got two players way out on the top side of the map. They're going to get spotted soon. Can they get closer towards that B-bomb site before their fate bell rings?
It's also like, it's all these AR gunfights on the field side of the map to try to get Draza in position, but it's also just Pred versus Envoy. And you to get too aggressive, you just get caught.
Mac,
so Seattle's ARs are delivering on one side of the map. Meanwhile, Pred has put himself in prime position. And Envoy, if he doesn't find him, well, good news is he does to even up the odds or maybe even get the advantage now that Kenny finds the pick. I was going to say, Envoy's Deddy nearly ran out, but now he gets to fly for free around the map.
Mac's got his Deddy, though, and there it is. Ding dong. Less than 30.
Ding dong.
Mac moving. Checks the bomb site. No one home. Has to keep the roll going. Now Sib. Oh, that's a lovely spot on a Kenny. Tags are in. Here comes the silent reinforcement in the form of Mac. Will he catch out Octane on the timing, though? Awkward play inbound. Sib's quick reposition, though. This could be great. You spotted one. This is going to be a tough retake, but not impossible. Has to win a fight. Can't win a thing. Mac. 1v3.
That was a big stick on that plant right there by Envoy as well. But Mac in the 1v3 knows where a bunch of these players are, but he only has attack. And breaking into this site's not easy. You get shots like that, maybe it can help. But Vesnev shuts him down towards the end. And I know Envoy started out 1-5, but that round really started to crank things up and make the big plays. And it's actually Kenny who gets that final kill on the trade. I think as soon as Envoy at least catches Pred out behind the desk, you're feeling much more confident about your ability in that round. I think LA Thieves maybe making a couple adjustments. Pred always playing in and around that money window. And if I had to take a guess, Envoy probably just heard him jump over that desk and just waited for the timing on when to pounce.
Yeah, you can make an educated guess when you hear the mantle thump thump. He's prone behind the desk. Great reads, good work out of Dylan Hammond there. Octane with the old boomstick. Downstairs, we've seen a lot of SPX today. It's been the snipe du jour. Any more to be found here on LSClo? That might have landed the stick. Oh, you're in trouble, son. There we go. Envoy managed to get the first blood there. An awkward Semtex slows the feet of Mac. Gets the kill. 4-4 still tied up. Crazy moment. Oh my word, nearly. Can Octane find Pred here once again? Prone in money.
He loves it. This is just Pred's little area.
Here we go.
Gotta be very difficult about how like tall your helmet actually is, or maybe just on the good timing. Nail biter in that moment, but in the meantime, the only one that can make a play is going to be Accuracy. Dead silence and on the flank. So Accuracy has to open things up for the team. That's the start, maybe to try to soften up a blow for Pred to start making moves, but only 35 seconds to work with. You're going to have to fly.
Oh, he saw Octane. He saw the cake. He definitely saw it happen. Bomb down. Will he be able to check the corner here? Accuracy. Tags in. Nearly gets the kill. Ball down to Pred. One. Might be able to hit the site. No. Player behind him. Great work out of the LA Thieves. The resolve was there. They take the lead. The first time since, what, round one?
Yeah, just about. And great moves right there from Octane as well. Accuracy gets the kill. Going on to rotation. Jumps up in that top window. And Octane just backs down to stay alive. But it has been a long time coming for LA Thieves to get back in this lead. You are correct. And I know, again, Envoy started off 1-5. He's now picking up first bloods and feeling just a little bit more comfortable in this game. The adjustments for Thieves have been on point, and only one final adjustment to make to get this last round win. I know Pred is probably the guy that you're thinking about playing around. Trophy's out in and around the site, but Mac is by himself. And Trophy's down. They've seen this trap before.
Pred's waiting for it. He's not playing games this round. One more bit of noise to cue it. How diddly doodly gets in there. Envoy, the man to drop. It's still map point for the LA Thieves. Draws now pop steady. Sibs brings in the snipes to the inside. And he is tweaking right now. Son, look at him go. Doesn't manage to catch that player who just made the way on the outside. That's going to be it. Draws another big win. 3v3.
He is tweaking right now.
Getting bounced on his side as well. Pred trying to help his boy, but he gets caught out, and the breakdown is in.
Breakdown.
LA Thieves in a 3v4. Close the door and get it done to tie this series up 1-1.
It was a fun one while it lasted. But there we go. 1-1. The LA Thieves pull it back there on LSClo. The search and destroy woes somewhat continue there for Seattle Surge. They did manage to break the curse, but for now,
They were up 4-2
for them there. A bit of a fall apart in the final round, but until then, good stuff. LA Thieves, though, congratulations on that bounce back. You're going to need it because, again, this series, I've got a feeling we're going the distance. Good stuff out of Kenny there once again. He certainly has come to play today. Good looks in the respawn there. 10-6 in the S&D as well. Pred on the other side, he was the hitman for Seattle Surge. 9-5, just over 1k worth of damage there, Chance.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised as well. Like, even that strat for LA Thieves towards the end of just, like, no
Kenny,
one helping
10-6.
Envoy out and watching that door
Fred,
form and
9-5.
Envoy being, like, tunnel vision on the guy towards mid just to give up the free first blood. Because moments like that, it seems way too easy for Pred. But obviously, if they can't convert the round, doesn't make a single bit of difference. And obviously, the pop-off plays towards the end of guys like Draza going on those routes. So, good stuff from both teams overall. I know we said we'd learn a little bit in Surge, maybe just a little bit more is what
I
they
like
need.
this hairdo.
Well, we just got a little bit, but what we need now from you, chat, is just a little bit of your time.
Whee!
We're going to throw to a quick commercial break. On the other side of this bad boy, we're staying on LOC and we're playing.
Yeah. More El Silo Control coming up next. Also just uploaded the NYSL and Toronto Ultra game. If you guys are interested, you can check that out on the channel. We're also going to be recording the Vegas and Atlanta FaZe game. We'll be taking a little break for the Boston, Florida game. Florida's not really interesting me right now, so if you guys really want to see all the games, we can maybe bring them to you, maybe without commentary, but maybe we'll see what's up. Just comment down below if you guys want to see anything more or less in these episodes. But this one looks like it might be going the distance, or at least it's going to at least go to a map 4. It can't be a 3-0 now. The swing mode's really going to put someone ahead by a very, very, very large margin, though. The swing mode is definitely a swing mode nowadays. People, if you can't win control, you're gonna have a tough time winning these matches at least. I mean, in ranked play, maybe it doesn't come up as much as some of the other game modes, but I seem to play a lot of hardpoint and a lot of search, but very little control in ranked play. I like control. I think it's fun. I like the control. But Ultra have been almost unstoppable since adding Hixie and dropping Standy. NYSL kind of, I mean, that was a close match, don't get me wrong. It was, I mean, it looks like a complete slaughter, but NYSL was within 15 points of the hard point. Control came down to a map 5. Search maybe wasn't as close, but I remember still it being pretty close. So very close match still. This one looks like it's going to be a close one. Can't say who I'm going to pick to win yet. I'd like Seattle to win, but LA Thieves just have a lot of teamwork. They're a good team. Sim have freaking world star that kid. Gets off the plant here just in time. And then smacks his desk like I do whenever I get pissed off. Wham! Fuck you! So. Yeah, crazy match. Crazy map so far. As we got El Silo controlled and a Hydro hardpoint at the very least. Could come down to the Fortress Search and Destroy. Not quite sure yet. We will see when it comes down to map 4 and who wins the control. It's all going to come down to that swing round, you know. All right. As it looks like we're going to get back into this one.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Well, the LA Thieves bounce back in the series here by winning the crazy El Asilo S&D. But we stay on El Asilo for now. Control, map number 3. Someone's taking the lead after this one. Chance, which way are you leaning?
Oh, damn. I wish you didn't ask me that question. I actually have no idea. Again, like for both of these teams, it's their most commonly vetoed map by a mile when it comes to control. Surge is the team that ended up picking it. And I suppose maybe based off that, the expectation for me is that Surge has been putting in quite a bit of work, not just in Surge and Troy, but on maps like Hydro Hardpoint that they're not choosing to play. So if they're choosing a map they've commonly banned, I think they might have cooked something up. But at the same time, Kenny has also been the fry man for the side of LAT. Not easy to shut down, and there's also a tilt factor that might come into effect when you're nearly like punching your desk after losing rounds where you probably shouldn't have won to begin with. Not always easy to bounce back from.
It's not easy whatsoever. The mental aspect of the game, something we've talked about plenty. Good luck to you. When things start to get frustrating, it's very, very hard not to sort of let that spiral out of control and let it affect your gameplay. Someone who has not been affected in the gameplay department, though, is Pred. Look at these stats. Sheesh.
I think the biggest one there in my mind, it's got to be the attacking KD as well. If you have an SMG that is performing that well on offense, and I will say, keep in mind, it's like their least played map by a mile, so I'm assuming there's just one performance from Pred that is definitely going to be inflating those stats because they have a 1-1 record. But hey, if you can put up some big performances like that, especially on the attacking rounds, you're going to be having a great time. So, while I think Kenny on one side is the player to watch because of the series but he's been having, Pred obviously always going to be a lethal threat. And in the first hard point, he popped off as well.
He did. So Pred respawn dominance. Keep an eye on that coming up in a moment. Had a PC crash, guys. We'll get back into this ASAP. Until then, Seattle Surge gives them a moment more to ponder how they're going to roll forward in this LSC low control. Long series ahead of us, no doubt about it. The respawns are going to be nail biters between these two teams, even online. And the Search and Destroy, as you just saw, a fun one indeed. Seattle Search woes continue to a degree, as is tradition. Top left-hand side of the screen there was Sib shooting bots in the firing range. LA Thieves upstairs, they're going to be enjoying a little bit of downtime as well as we get back into this ASAP. And it's all smiles for the Thieves.
I feel like in these player cams, it's just becoming like very easy predictions on what's going to happen. LA Thieves, winning or losing, are going to be joking around, having a good time, smiles on our faces. Again, this is a team that like they might tilt within a map, but the regain is always going to be on point. Andraza being the motor mouth that he is, a central figure in keeping the vibes flowing. And then on the flip side for Seattle, you know for a fact that we could watch through Sib's glasses, him just in the firing range, shooting things nonstop. Like even during a match, he does not appreciate downtime. He just wants to shoot his gun.
Yeah, I mean, and he does it very good. Sib, shoot the gun well. Does everything else pretty well, to be honest. I mean, Sib's an absolutely brilliant player. He has been a force to be reckoned with here in the CDL since he got into it. Accuracy under the tutelage of that man. Keeping things all good together. It's that mental game, though. I mean, thinking about, like, you know, when things go wrong, when things get really bad, it's moments like that for the LA Thieves where we're all smiling, all laughing. Just somebody says something dumb, someone makes a joke, somebody lets one rip, whatever it may be. Anything to sort of get the mind off of the loss, focus forward, and keep things rolling. That's the name of the game right here, and that game we're playing is Control and Asilo.
I mean, you know, not that I'm an expert on this sort of thing, but like in any state of competition, if you hesitate even for a second, that's enough for whoever's playing against you to just like put you in the dirt, and that's enough. And I know, especially for Call of Duty, if there's ever like a seed of doubt in your mind, any game mode, any moment, you're just gonna get torched. Like you need the confidence. That's why like ego chows aren't always a bad thing. They're incredibly effective in Call of Duty, not just for like peeker's advantage, but just because you're challenged. Like you are trusting yourself to win the gunfights. And I just think, again, confidence is king. That probably is the biggest struggle point for Seattle Surge and Search and Destroy. Once you lose enough maps in a row, it just gets in your head, and that is so tough to deal with. I think like not clutching a 1v3, like for Civ, for example, is a round that most people just do not care. They're like, damn, that was a good try. I 360'd that guy over by barrels. I'm snapping right now. We'll get him the next round. But if you don't have all the confidence in the world and maybe frustrations are a little bit high within the team, then you go more of like to the punching death style. Of course, that being said, for Surge, I mean, this is a team that stuck together through thick and thin all of the end of Vanguard, and obviously they finished on a pretty high note. So these guys sticking together through this year, obviously they are very capable of the bounce back as well and making those improvements. So make no mistake, I know we're highlighting Civ quite a bit, or at least I am, but this is a team I do not think is going to lack any confidence either.
No, and they really shouldn't. I mean, you've managed to pull yourself out of potentially one of the worst deficits you've seen as a squad since like Seattle Surge 2020. I mean, that's the closest you get into it with that Search and Destroy run. So kudos again to Seattle Surge. It's the mental games, the fortitude, Chance. True fortitude.
Yeah, and by the way, that was their 100th S&D loss as in the CDL, as like an org. I think that was the first team to 100.
Wow, well done, Seattle Surge. Balloons for you. You've lost 100 Search and Destroy matches. That is, they're the first to do it. Unbelievable. Well, congrats to them, I suppose. We have had a server crash, ladies and gentlemen. The player PCs are all good to go, but a server issue has prevented us from getting into this game, and we'll be rolling back into that one in a moment. Kenny looks tired, doesn't he? He looks tired. He's over this, man. He just wants to get back in there and, you know, put some good numbers up for the L. Well, we got that out of the way. Let's get back to let's get back to business. If you like the CDL, and I know you do because you're in the stream, and you like playing cards because I know you do because I know you do. Upper Deck, of course,
so,
the trading cards, the
I spent
2021 Call of Duty League ones are now
joints.
available. If you've been to any of the majors this year, you'll know what they look like. You've seen them in the flesh.
I got a $50 joint and a
Scan that
$25
QR code on
joint.
screen. They are beautiful. They are very fun. Great fun to collect. A lot of those
Yep,
signatures
wanna
as
come
well.
smoke
I've
it
seen a
tonight?
couple go up on betting
Rainbow
websites.
Sorbet
Bidding
glass tip,
websites, and the
1.5
numbers are
grams.
crazy for some of our more storied players there. But whoa,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, third time's the charm. Strap in. It's time to go.
I could probably tell you like 5, but I
Just
doubt
to
that would
backtrack
work.
to the playing cards real quick. I know the craziest thing about that was
maybe get me
Scraps,
there.
not Wuskins, on the playing card. Saw him in person, blew my
So
mind.
get you
'cause I
there and
was
back.
like, I didn't really I knew you guys were twins. I didn't realize how
I'm trying to
twin-like
fucking
you
grind
actually
tonight,
were.
man. I'm
I've
not
known
trying
for
to
years.
go all the way over there, get
No,
high,
for
and
the
come back.
last game.
So if you've seen
Come
him
back
in person,
here
For the
and
last game
sleep.
we're gonna record.
exactly what I'm talking about.
During the Florida game, you could drive here,
Man, it's me, mate. I was
then
like, no,
we record here, and then
Crazy,
you
into
go
the
back
game we
and
go
do
though.
your
Here we
thing.
have it. Control is up.
No.
Thanks for sticking with us, pal. Sorry about the delay, but in
It
we
was just
go.
an idea.
Max trying to clear out the inside of the map. Over
It's
towards
all
the A side
waxed
we go
dip
here on
at the top.
defense for the LA Thieves.
Yeah,
Can
it
Max find
would be
anyone
a dumb recording. I'd be like,
He's checking
it's not
literally
done.
everything, and this is good checking. On A, we finally go. Oh,
Holy
unlucky there from
shit.
accuracy. That final bullet would have been sweet there. Anyone here to pick up the pieces?
This
Not
is
just
the most
yet.
expensive joint I
Thieves
bought.
looking strong in the first
The
few
last
minutes,
most
seconds.
expensive
What?
joint I bought was
This is 35
$26
seconds and only
from
2
Washington.
kills have come
It was
through.
called the
Now we
Golden
get
Gun.
all the way up to 5. So I think
And it
these
was
guys
all
just
kinds of
came off
crazy
the back
shit.
of playing S&D on this map. That was an
Now this is the
absurdly
most
slow
expensive.
pace, but all of that for Surge to snap into position,
Alright,
get
Maybe
back
these
in the
players
game.
to spawn out and
Before
try
I
to stack up on this B point. You got
record,
Predators
but
on
not
top of the flank.
smoke.
Kenny just shuts him down. These players right now can
Well,
hear everything.
I got
If you were
saved
standing
one
next to a
of them.
player on this map and they kick
I'm
over
stuck on
the
one with
door,
Boogie.
you're going
I don't know
deaf.
which one.
That's the
I hope so. Anyway, for some of you, there's the first segment from Seattle Search. Good work. 40 seconds remaining on the round. Will they be able to get another? Pressure's there. It's Octane
I
from
got some
upstairs.
wax
It's
in
on
the
way
gram
back.
that's
Looking
gonna
up
put me to
Pritt,
sleep.
last man on this side of the map for his
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, it's
He can still be
definitely
that
kind of
pain.
just a chill thing.
He's got to stay alive for a few moments more. Just over 30 to go.
I wouldn't be able to grind
You just
shit.
got dead
Well,
silence
maybe
with
at
the
like
play
2
you can
a.m.
make
when I
is
wake
calling
back
out the
up.
players that are above him. Number 4
I like
has him
getting
trapped.
stoned
Envoy
and
got that
fucking, well, what you do is
information,
you eat,
Sib's getting
don't
kills
let
in
your
the
stomach
meantime.
settle
He
to where you're not
opens down
tired
low,
anymore
and
after eating,
you see a
because
guy
that's all
like
guys
Kenny
do that.
jumping from the top rope just to
And
shut him
then
down,
you
and you got
smoke
Draza
while you
in
like
prime
have an
position.
energy drink
And
right
the number
next
of
to you, you
players
know what
on
I
this
mean?
LA Thieves team that can effectively beat
And
them
then
in
it's
AO.
fun to
I
be
mean,
stoned
pick
and
your
play
poison.
video games. I'll grind for every day. That's how I was playing Harry
Good.
Potter for
Not
hours
enough
this
to get
morning
that
by
kill,
myself.
though. The second
I
set
was
of
getting
bees on its way out.
stoned.
That's a two-man stack. You got to get going. Accuracy, last man left on it.
Looks
If
like
you
we're
win
tie
one fight,
game
that's
right now
great.
with LA
Good
and
work
Seattle
there
as
from
I
the
come
LA
back
Thieves. They
to.
stop it.
Yep.
We are still moving
And it
forward
looks like
with
Seattle
time
gets
to
2
seconds to go
ticks.
here. Max up close and personal.
possible
though. He could be
third
the
right
man
here,
to get it
doubtful.
done. Coverage there. Straza manages to get a few more. Kenny's playing this one real close. That is a great bit of movement, and he's in. That should be the round. Oh no, wait a minute. Number 6, accuracy on the point. Octane's got to win this one fight, and he can get it done. There we go. Civ might be able to get there in time, but no way. He gets the gun up. There it is. LA Thieves hold firm here on the first round.
And honestly, that is just the pain of starting off a round that slow. I mean, Seattle Surge, again, there was like 2 gunfights that took place.
Oh, and I
in the
put
first
$100
30
on my
seconds of the
puff too.
round, and by the
I
end,
owe
when the clock is
160
ticking
on it
and
now.
you're forced just to sprint face first into whatever point you spawn closest to.
Once I
free
get that,
kills
you
there
know
for the
you're
side of
coming into
LA
town,
Thieves,
bro.
who are just getting funneled into
What
a
is he
bad
putting in his?
spot,
What
and
is Sid putting in his
I think
nose?
we're, uncharacteristically on a start that slow.
Don't look.
Not something
Don't
I
look
expect
now.
to see again.
I need to see
But
that
once
again.
You see the game plan is
Are
there.
these Vegas
And the
style
sort of the
stalls in
machinations
this
of that
restaurant?
perfect beat hit were
need to
there,
see
but it
that
just took a little
again.
too much time for Seattle Surge. We'll see if
That
they can find
trophy
success in
literally
the
did
next
nothing.
defensive round. For now, they're on defense.
No, they
Got
still got
Hey,
it.
six
what's your time?
towards A.
119,
Quick
118,
first blood as well from
117.
accuracy, who as soon as he gets to the
11,
tower
10.
with the trophy out as
you're like
well,
5 seconds ahead. I
incredibly
did
annoying to
reload,
deal with,
but-
and I think off spawn, LA Thieves might pick a different direction to go. You see Octane even wrapping back. They're trying to find the cheeky angle just to take him down, and I was going to say, good luck with that one. I would just be going to B.
Yeah, that's a nice angle though. You get that kill, it's one thing, but you got to deal with all these players in these corners. And like, oh, they're everywhere. Mac though, he's the last man to get a kill, traded out immediately there. Fred doesn't dodge it. Battleharden's going to keep him in the fight pretty quick though. Here comes Draz, doesn't check the floor. As Pred stays alive here in the top bar.
And there's 4 of those openings tomorrow.
All comers are hitting their way towards him.
What's
Finally
going
brought
on
down.
at this place?
Accuracy, the next line of defense here. Envoy with a suppressing fire. Thieves have managed to get a little bit closer
Accuracy
to
on
the
the
point.
head.
Stacked up on a chance. No hope for Seattle here. Surely keep them off.
This is brutal. I mean, LA Thieves, that's their 4th kill they've gotten in 1 minute and 10 seconds. So both teams on offense feeling the pain of being able to convert either of these rounds. I mean, almost completely unable to touch either
Not looking
zone.
good.
And I mean, maybe a last-ditch effort, but LA Thieves
there,
don't
Nev?
need even position to make an attempt
thought you were
on this
coughing
round.
again.
Envoy, last one just to die. That is 2 just absurdly clean
Speaking of
rounds,
which.
at least on the
Nothing new in
defensive
there except for a
end.
defensive win.
Neither team able to orchestrate anything resembling an attack.
No, that was 2 bad ones back to back.
Yeah, nothing really special.
We'll see if Seattle can find something on their next attacking round. So far, yeah, defense has been very, very strong here for both teams on L and CeeLo. See if that's going to change up next. Seattle, you've had a moment to think about it. You've seen what the Thieves have got in their bag. How will you attack this time?
And this is a map that's weighted a little bit weird. It's about 60-40 for defense across the league, but there's only 3 teams that are actually above 50% on offense. And I think Seattle is at 40%. Again, they were only 1-1, but I think LA Thieves are now like 1-7 on their offensive round. So technically the league average is close to 50-50, but a lot of teams just have not figured it out just yet. It looks like Surge on their attack, at least able to create opportunities and get Pred behind enemy lines and just get shut down. And we are right back to a stranglehold for the team on defense.
Oh no!
Well,
Well,
see,
Sid's gonna
that's
find
just
one
about
on
a
the way
freaking spawn
out.
trap right
Octane
there.
snippity snaps the
If I've
both
ever
of them
seen one.
to the Shadow Realm with you. Be gone. As those 2 are out of there, son. Just under a minute to go.
And this is just, I mean, good luck. You got Kenny effectively behind enemy lines. He can just jump on you whenever you try to be a little bit too aggressive, or maybe bad timing going his way. He gets shot in the back as the players cross through field, and just like that, a brief moment of opportunity, and 3 players stacked up on that zone.
They're stacked up. Numbers are
Upper
there.
big
Trophies as
titties.
well. You are set for this one. Second segment
Titty,
gone. Third
titty,
surely on its
titties.
way out. I mean, if you're the Thieves, chalk it. Look towards A. That's where you need to get the defense set up. B, long gone. An additional minute on the clock.
And you'll take a moment like that, talk about a massive opportunity, close on lives as well, get all of the extra time. And again, Seattle, they've only played this map twice, but technically one of the more successful teams on offense. And this is a great round so far. Good awareness by
Way to check
accuracy
the
to check
corner.
every single corner. And now if you can ever get this player off of radio, you're going to have a great time. Or maybe accuracy, just to keep these players at bay. It's only Kenny up by radio. At least they know where he is. And unfortunately for Seattle, he's able to get 2, but this is also 2 ticks. And now you have to flood into the zone.
No way. Kenny gets 2 out of it. Pred somehow
Alright, Pred,
finding
that's
the
how I
damage.
feel.
You know, so many of those players, no kills
Oh,
though.
I didn't get
Can
none
Sip
of
just
them.
come in, just cough on these guys.
That's
They're
how
all
I
so
feel, bro.
weak.
Well, I
So
feel
many
it.
oneies. A full segment remains.
Just like Pred
LA
did right
Thieves
there.
posted up on the defense.
And
Kenny
you're
once
spraying
again
it
with
mad
the
hit
big
markers
digits.
on like 3 different
14 and
people,
9 on a
but
3 spree.
everyone's literally like
How many kills
absolute.
Straz has got right now?
And I
And
die.
you're also, I think, Seattle playing the waiting game. They're waiting for the kills to come
And
through
my
because
teammates
accuracy
don't
is setting up the
capitalize on
spawn
it.
trap. Every single one of these players is going to spawn exactly where number 1 on the minimap just died, and they have to cross the line that is accuracy before they can make any moves. So they're just worried about the funnel system. Any death right here for LA Thieves could be an absolute dagger. The good news, though, for Thieves, they find all the kills. They take care of accuracy, and they keep their defensive life alive. But obviously, with one final tick coming through, it only takes a moment for Surge.
Yeah, wanted this
He's
weird
looking
back
alright
of the
there.
map setup that the LA Thieves just made work so well. Sib, unable to get any purchase from that side of the map. Now he's getting things going. Oh, nearly the second Envoy, 2 HP. You lucky devil. Walks away with it now. 25 seconds remaining on the round. The LA Thieves wants to get
No one's
back up
penetrating
towards
those
the rock
rocks.
side. The defilade cover. No one's penetrating those rocks. Less than 20 to go now.
And this is kind of a dangerous setup for LA as well. It's all the ARs completely posted up, but if you can get in corners and force the gunfights up close, like if you get Pred and Mac in position, which Pred now is, this is not fun for Kenny to have to deal with. And there's Pred for the first strike. The trades, though, are in. Envoy's so quick to help out, but it's still a trade fest. It's still Seattle with the pressure on, and Mac doing his best to stay alive.
Here comes LaRue over the top rope, dives into it, drains it. 3 seconds to go. This should be the round, and once again, closer. But not
Close
quite
for an
enough
attack win,
on
but
the
nope.
attack. Seattle Surge, though. They take the lead in the segments department. They will be getting defense on round 5 as it stands, and that might well have got them the map. We will see, though. Another attacking round for the LA Thieves.
And I'd be very curious to check on Draz's damage after this game as well, because I see 4 and 12, but I feel like he's been the guy that's almost been living at the radio tower, so his output might be decent. His impact maybe fell elsewhere, not just in the kills, but a back pocket idea. I'd say for the end of that round, Envoy's the guy that if he's not in the position behind enemy lines, I think Surge actually are going to be able to convert that round, but big plays in a big moment, and how LA Thieves turn to attack, and at some point, they're going to have to get an attacking round, either this one or the next, because right now, Surge have been better on offense.
This is a great start. Octane's in there. You've got your double doors covered. You've got Octane on the outside. This is good looks at the Thieves so far. First segment gone. Can they stack up and get the second? That's going to be a 3-man stack for now. It's going to go real fast. Sib's going to be able to try to get into this ASAP. He is under the coverage of his teammates, but oh, nice pick. A's gone, though. This is the attacking round of the LA Thieves.
They're going to get cleaned up, though. Bunch of trades coming through. And, yeah, Kenny last man standing, and he's in his spawn. So you chalk up the point, but you get the kills and at least buy yourselves a bunch of map control as well. And now you got Mac, the one that is in control. He's the player down by pool. Things up and putting the pressure on. He knows exactly where these players are going to be spawning and trying to keep it bay and very willing to deal with. And that is just the start of the push. Right now, Thieves just desperate to get out of their spawn.
Well, Thieves, slowly but surely, they're getting it done. Kenny schools his son, Draza, and Pred within a single magazine. 140 on the clock. Sib, oh, you might have seen a shoulder there. Beautiful work. Takes care of Octane. Trophy's putting in overtime as well. 1:30 to go.
Oh, wow, great reads and great shot right there from Sib. Just that little bit of extra. I think Envoy, the player that's trying to be annoying for Surge and trying to slow players like accuracy down, and he will do exactly that, finding an extra kill. Envoy just trying to buy his team a little bit of map pressure so they can start to creep up and make some moves. Maybe a bit of a flank coming through. We're trying to catch these players field side, or maybe it's the cruise.
It's the cruise. It's Kenny's cruise. And it lands
Like the cruise missiles.
just above Sib's head. Good old Trophy helps out there. Envoy trying to make something happen. Trying to extend the spree. Less than a minute to go now. Octane's got the kills in the back line covered. The pinch is in now. The setup is there. Is this the moment for the LA Thieves to get on the point?
Well, we talked about the spawn trap, by the way. Now it's Octane that's got it. So he got into accuracy
cool,
position, and he's trying to keep these Surge
thing to
players
do.
at bay. So every death for Surge can be a dagger. You are going to
Can't
be
be a
so
dog.
far
Like,
away from
Scoot,
the
get on
point.
the
You
cannons.
got Envoy on a 5, and these next players standing,
one
they
is
have to make the
actual
big
real
plays.
dogs
Sid
in the
has to
game.
find some of these kills.
This could be it. Sib's trying to find something. It's not a fast cap. It's only 2
Just
players.
funny
Well,
to
1.5.
yell.
If only you
Now
could,
there's
like-
players in and out. Pred now trying to get into it. Does. Oh,
Like
he
there
wins
was a
big
dog skin
Just on the
that you
point.
could put on
Over
to be
here.
a dog
LA Thieves keeping the play going.
and
Mac
hide
gets
like a
brought down.
dog.
Up to Pred now. Still keeping things close. On the outside is accuracy. Trophies are in
Uh-oh.
position. Pred finds another. He's gone absolutely huge. You've saved the point for now.
And I hate when I do it. I took my eye off the mini-map, but those players were all over Octane behind that, like, back cliff or back mountain. So I don't know if they got the close spawn or just were very efficient of jumping on it and taking care of that errant player. But the pressure's still on. It's only one tick to go, and Kenny is beaming.
He is Himothy. 10 lives left to attack this one with the LA Thieves. They've got just
He is
about
Himothy.
26 to go as well. Matt wins a big one on the small door. Envoy now looking for the revenge. Oh, he nearly does drop him. Madness! It's the final 10 seconds. Can the LA Thieves get any closer? I don't think so. It's going to come down to kills. Come down to the decider here. A single seg. It's not over yet. That should be it. Throw in the towel. We're going to the final round. And I do believe, based on the kills alone, Seattle Surge should have accrued defense.
I think they're good on the tick battle as well. I think LA Thieves got like completely shut down their first round on offense, and Surge at least got like 2 ticks over towards A. So whether it be kills or just the objectives, Surge should get the defense. Admittedly, though, the past 2 rounds, the teams on offense have created some serious threats, just not quite able to deliver. But either way, 4 for 4 right now on defense. You have to imagine a sizable advantage for the team that pulls it. And that should be Seattle. Again, tied up 1-1 in the series. You definitely want to have that edge going into map 4.
You do indeed. Well, there we go. Seattle do get defense. Round 5. Here we have it. One last crack at El Asilo. And admittedly, both teams have become, very adept at these attacking rounds. Last time around, we saw LA Thieves clean up A so fast, so clean. And this time round, it's not as clean. But they're keeping the pace up. Octane on the back line now. He's in trouble. If he reads this, no shot, no hope in hell whatsoever. 27 lives apiece as we go back to square one.
Well, look what's happening, though, because Envoy actually gets through, like, the middle of the map to try to force these spawns. Unfortunate for Octane, actually, that he just gets flanked. And I was going to say that could have been a good opportunity of B. Instead, they got a little bit too aggressive, did not read the flank coming through, and instead just get mollywopped around the point. Even Draza, though, trying to find the errant kills, but LA Thieves a bit of a scattered game right now. Just getting picked apart along the way. Only down on 2 lives, but also running out of time.
Lovely creative defense there from Seattle Surge. Wonderful reads of all the situations they found themselves in. 40 seconds to go. You've still got a bit of a capture taking place on A here, though. Mac, he's going to be the man to creep on in. I don't think he got spotted. Oh, he gave it away now. Can he get a kill out of it? No,
now,
we should see A gone. Second segment, toast. Third's on its way out.
Yeah, that could have actually been another big moment
One
for
of
Mac
them's
on
in
the
there,
flank. I don't
on their
think
side
he did get
heavy.
spotted by that player on radio either. And, well, now you got threats on the other side. If you want any man on the front line taking these gunfights, Kenny's going to be that guy. He is the one that's been frying all series long, but Brett is quick on the trades. But 2 more players from LA Thieves in the back. And again, Octane back towards his home. He is the man trying to cut off these players for Seattle. Not fun to have to get out of. It takes
and
so
Octane
much
in their
time
spawn.
to deal with ARs in these
Octane
positions.
in their spawn, accuracy in their spawn.
Just keeping them locked in their spawn. Good luck with this.
Okay, Octane's keeping him
Such
in better
wonderful work
than
there with the AR.
accuracy did.
25 and 20 out of Octane.
That's why they got 2 dudes on B
Keeping
now.
his boys in this one.
Uh-oh,
The capture is
it's
on.
gonna be trouble.
They keep the trap going.
Uh-oh, this
It's
is
a
trouble.
three-man stack right now for the
This is
LATs.
trouble.
It's over, unless Seattle
Super
Surge can get in there
trouble.
and get in there fast. Mac now through the side. All tactical.
Mac has to go big here.
On top of the point, drives through the
No,
wall.
big,
It's
go
good
home.
done.
work out of the
Nope.
LATs, and they find
Wow,
the
LA
second
Thieves
score.
won an attack round to win it.
They secure the final round, and they take the lead here in the series.
It went all
Yeah,
defense
I really
until
need to
that
watch
last
the
round.
previous round when LA Thieves were on the attack, because I think it was the exact same situation where Octane gets the back
Octane was
truck,
in their
I
spawn,
don't know if Surge were just
duking
able to
on him.
quickly wrap back, or if they just got gifted some spawns to spawn right on top of them. But either way, perfectly executed towards the end. The exact same game plan for LA coming through, and hey, they delivered. Got the one offensive round that they needed, and I was hoping the damage for Draza would be better. Not the case. He did get fried at least the first couple rounds.
The mere fact that he exists in that top sort of red
That's
pylon
nice, yeah.
position is a
I'm
very
pretty
important
close.
thing. You know,
Like
it's sometimes
that.
like having a
LA
snipe on a guy
Thieves.
mid. Like, yeah, you're not hitting the shots, but you're denying that entire
Yeah.
area to those players. Sometimes it's maybe good, sometimes are maybe not good. Here we go, though. Highlights, ladies and gents, from this El Asilo. As we
Surge
pack
did
our
more in the
bags,
game
put our
to
shoes
get
on.
defense,
We're
but
gonna
they
go
couldn't
to
hold it
another
at the
map.
end.
I hope you brought your swimwear.
Sad day.
Yeah, that's the only hint you're getting if you've already forgot. But nice work. Out
Sad
there, Thieves there
day
to finally clutch up on
for
that attacking
Seattle
round.
Surge,
5-1,
giving
round
it up
5.
there to LA
Both teams
Thieves.
proving
Now
to be
can
so
LA Thieves
formidable on
close it
defense.
out with a hard point?
And Envoy really was making plays. Even the final
Surge won the first
attacking
hard
round
point.
that Seattle had. Again, that was a ton of ARs, but it was literally
They
that
haven't won
moment
shit
right
since.
there where Envoy finds the flank to
Not
get
shit.
the players out of
Not a
sight,
goddamn
just to make
thing.
sure Max Life is by
Not
his
fun.
lonesome. Too many
Not a
players
shit
to
fuck
deal
thing.
with. So Envoy obviously I mean, typical for him. Game-winning plays through and through. The flank's always going to be present on the map.
The love of my
and
life
when he's finding
with a Mountain Dew
success,
cap on.
you assume everybody else on the Thieves is going to pretty much just follow in quick order.
Oh,
I don't know if we're actually going to catch it in the highlights.
pictures at the love of my
coming
life.
through. I think it was a little bit before this, so
Both
it's going
sides?
to be a mystery to me,
Yeah,
but not a mystery to LA.
Get some
Again,
both sides
advantage in
action.
the series, and the map we're going to now, Hydro, a spicy one. The Surge have only
I like
ever
Mountain
played
Dew.
it once.
Well,
I love Mountain
Hydro
Dew.
it is.
I wanna go
But
on
for
tour.
here, our hard point, we promise you a longer series. None of that
I wanna play chess real good.
that we've been getting recently.
I love
Come on,
Jethro
so
Self.
give me a good series.
I
Give me a
love
good
chess.
series, and that is what we've got on our hands now, folks. 10 and 6 out of
That's
Kenneth.
not my sister, though.
They're in the in the S&D. Great work on LSC.
That's not my bow
Kenny,
tie sister.
Good save,
Let me
brother. I
rephrase.
appreciate you. But that control also. He did put the numbers up. Kenny has had a
I got the
whale of a
smart one.
series so far today. The same can be said. A couple of members.
I didn't
of
say I was
some
looking at a
Seattle
picture of the
Surge
love of
respawns
your
have
life.
Been strong. Will they keep it going here
Hey, chill,
on
chill,
Hydro?
chill.
That is the question I pose to you, Chance.
Well, I think Kenny's
Hydro
certainly
Hardpoint.
every
Can LA
single
Thieves
map
close
he's
this
been
out?
on
3 straight
point,
wins.
but for Thieves, a
Gentleman's
2-3
sweep.
record
We'll
overall,
see
which
as
means
I
like
look
solid,
through it
but
at the
nothing too
TV
crazy in either
through
direction.
the
It's
inside of
just,
my
it's
eyelids.
LA Thieves. They're world champions.
That's
They're
what I
gonna
was
be
doing
super
during
well-rounded
control.
team in every single game mode. For
Me
those
too.
guys, it's about the development over
That's
the
what I
course
always
of
do
the
during
year,
control.
where they really find their strengths when
You
they
came
can
beer's
back
kicking
with
in,
when they like
but
collectively figure
I've been
out the
drinking
timings
slowly
as like a
today, so
team.
it's just making
For
me like
example,
chill
like the
Yeah.
performance
instead
they
of
just had
drink,
on the
if
LSC
that
low
makes sense.
control. I think you're gonna see
Yeah, I gotta
try
make
to
some
get in
dinner
that
during the
position
break, too.
time and time again.
Yeah,
when
I
they're
haven't even
going
ate
towards
lunch.
that
You remember
B
that
zone.
Hot
I think
Pocket I
they're
was talking
figuring
about?
out
You never ate it?
exactly how they want to
No.
play these rounds. But
I
obviously
mean,
outplayed by a
I
little
bought that
bit.
$50 joint,
Solid
bro, and I've been
performance there
staring
that
at
they're
it
gonna
ever
look to
since.
carry
Mouth
through.
watering, of
You know,
I
course.
don't
it's
know
the
why
team
you bought a
accuracy.
$50 joint. You could have bought.
Honestly, it's kind of weird, right? that
Quarter.
they're both-
I don't know
It
why you're
does,
not
man. I mean,
busting
I
ass to
suppose
get in the
it's
town to
just, I
smoke
don't know,
with
it's
me,
this
bro.
level of
Sounds
play
terrible.
or
That's
the
what
nature
I
of the
wanna
map
know,
is
like-
crazy,
I
but
take like
Like-
2
for
hits of
team
wax and it's
accuracy,
bedtime.
a stat that we may be looking at throughout the rest of this year and be
Too
like,
little. It's
this
just
is creepy,
confused. I don't
man. There was a
know.
clip on
But, like,
doing the rounds, I think, on Scum's Twitter of
I don't
like
know, man. Every
both
once in a
range
while,
shots
I
at
like
the same
getting crazy
time,
shit
like
like
both
this
putting their
because
arms
other
over their
people
heads
like
and,
smoking it, but they don't like
just
spending
the
money on
simulation
it.
crapped out a few times
You know.
today, but we'll see if it keeps it
It's
all
fun.
together on this Hydro Hardpoint coming up in just a moment.
It's either that or
Very,
I'll buy
very
another
fun
bong.
and
I have like 8 of
contentious
those.
map here in the Call of Duty League world. LA Thieves, Seattle Surge. Neither team's too fluid on
I
this one.
buy
I think chance
CDL
is safe to
cards,
say,
but
but we're
they're
almost ready to rock
fucking
and roll on
apparently
this
on
one.
back
We're
order.
going to be putting our swimwear
Yeah,
on,
they
getting
still
the
have
all my
snorkels
money
out,
on this,
getting
bro.
the
For
flip-flops on.
real. I know. I'm waiting for that one pack to come in, and then I'm gonna start spending money on them.
And it should be a
But
fun
until
map for both
then,
of these teams,
I mean, I
'cause
got extra
know
money
Seattle
that
only
I'm
played
not
it once,
saving.
but Miles, we casted that
I
map.
don't do that.
And if you remember, I think it was Boston
Not
that they
foe.
were playing against. Whatever team it was,
Hydro.
I remember Seattle constantly were having, or
get
maybe
some water
Minnesota,
wraps.
where like someone was always spawning out or getting behind enemy lines. Like I think it was actually Bands.
I feel like they should
constantly
GA the
being
water, and
annoying,
it'd be a
making
great
the
map.
plays towards the back. But
I
Seattle,
hate the water.
They were
When I'm
talking
playing.
about that, but
Point
then
with
if like
threes.
someone
Like, they
accidentally
were
falls in,
chaos
then they're
spawns
like,
coming
oh,
through.
it's
What
your
the fuck?
using
Slow,
guys.
but Surge was
Okay,
just
just
pretty
fucking,
on
you're
point.
not allowed to
Comms were
like
nice and fluid, and obviously I'm expecting
use
the
the
comms from LA
routes.
Thieves to
You can't
be
use water
like,
to traverse.
as on point, if
You know what I
not
mean?
better.
But then
So,
people would
I
still
don't think
like
there's
jump
gonna
in the
be too
water
much
and get
funny
kills there, and
business
it would
on
be like,
this map,
alright.
at least in
Well,
terms
leave
of
that
players
unGA.
being caught unaware.
allow
We'll see.
that. Just
It's
the
difficult to
route
be aware
part,
on a map
where you
like
can like
Hydro,
go
of course,
around
with,
and under. And,
17 lanes,
Like
most
all
of
the
them
you
being
know,
pathways.
let the
rules.
water be a
You
thing
know,
still.
what's up, guys?
Yeah.
We've had a server issue. We're going to get back into
Or
this
let
one
the water
ASAP.
be
But in the
another
meantime,
part of
everyone
the
on the LA
map.
Thieves, somebody
You
cracked
know
a
what I
good one.
mean?
They keep
Just
saying
not the
server
fucking route
issue. I
part.
think
They're
it's
having a
not
good
a
time.
server issue.
We look at now the hard
We're
point
trying to
ahead
figure
of
out,
us. Let's
which
go
one
toe
to-
to toe. Let's see some
the
head-to-heads
set ping
between
to
these
what.
two teams. Again, both
Which one gets
respawn
120 ping and which
wizards,
one gets 3.
dangerous stuff, but chance,
So they could rig
massive
this whole
difference there in
shit.
those rotations.
Yeah,
It's rigged.
And this is obviously going
It's
to be a
rigged.
bit of a map specific
So is the
thing. as
NFL.
Baldwin
well,
called
but
it in Cold
LA
War.
Thieves definitely
He said it
existing
called
with
it
just
in
like
Cold
the
War.
skill that they have, where they're struggling to rotate, but their breaks are on point. What do we see
Yeah,
though,
FaZe
the
was winning
first, like,
shit, bro.
hotel
And then they were like,
Maybe
FaZe
not.
wins everything.
number
Yeah,
one
no.
rotation
He
team
out
in
of
the
nowhere,
game, got
Beezy's just
control
a
of the
god.
game. Well, they were simply too clean on the holds to let
Sim
LA
didn't
Thieves
do too
break
hot
through.
yesterday.
So,
He had like a
overall,
0.8
very strong
overall.
record for both of them, but
Everybody
that
else had like
11th
a
in
1.1,
rotation is going to be a
1.2.
standout thing, and if LA Thieves don't start to address that, I mean, pretty much now, it's like the halfway point of
they
the
still
year.
3 of
Every
them,
single
so.
team, like even the team that is at the bottom of the league in hard points, is
Very
starting
true.
to be very competitive. So you got to clean stats like that up, and obviously in a
Baseball.
map like
Find
Hydro,
somewhere
we'll
to
be
put
talking
this.
about the rotations the
Oh, I gotta load
entire
one.
time. So maybe a focus point for
I
this
was in
game.
the process of that, and I
I'd say
stopped
the
doing
other
it.
side of that, of
That
like
last
not just the
game,
thing
that
for
last
LA Thieves to
map was
focus on, but
fucking
also for
hateful.
Seattle, if they start winning search and destroys, they're gonna be one of the best teams
I
in
love
the
my
game.
buds,
Like their
buds
hard point and their respawn is
Always
ridiculous.
fix it up.
The stats are fantastic. It's literally just the 2-5.
Yeah, I spend a lot of money there too.
It sounds so easy, man.
On a
Just
first
like,
name
guys,
basis.
Don't
And they got
just
that
get an
chessboard in there,
SD
so I
belt,
play
and
there
they
too.
have. They've managed to prove to
People
themselves
around.
that you can win them.
Play.
Let's see if they can keep winning them. That's the question, though. But the
I got
big
beat
one for
once
the
by
LA
a
Thieves
dude.
going into this one. Don't hate, rotate.
Not just beat.
It's all fun and games, laughing about.
I don't know
what
how
we're
I have
doing.
a
coming
3%
into-
audience
Getting
for
that
13 to
what, son,
17
get over
years
towards
old
those new
when I
hard
always
points.
hit not
It'll
for
accrue you
kids.
a huge amount of points. And that
On
goes
my
for you
videos.
folks at home as well.
I think
Play,
kids is
play,
16 and
get in
under,
that water,
so maybe
run a
17 year olds.
win them gunfights. There's
Because in
always
some
good
states,
people
17 is an
down
adult.
below.
You're right.
And guess
Alabama's
what
one of
happened,
them.
ladies and gents? That's right. We've had a
You're
slight
right.
server issue, but until then, we're gonna keep
Yeah.
waxing lyrical.
That
about the
might
good
be it.
merits
You know.
of a good old hydro hard. And Pred's had enough. He's out of
Oh.
here. He's gone.
Fred
That's
says,
that piece I gotta take shit.
See you later, Pred.
The ham girl got poop knives diving in my bowl.
Here they will.
How it operates.
Let's take a quick look at the overall
That's
points.
funny.
Pricey brought this up in the last cast,
got one later.
rightfully so. CDL points, friends. I mean, this is something that we typically don't worry too much about the first two majors, but we're now here, Major 3 on its way, the Hump Major, halfway through the season. And we're looking at the
Take a
top
nap,
8
you're out for
teams.
the night,
Those are the
right?
ones that are going to be going to champs.
You got that E-drink?
Bottom
You already
4
drank that, huh?
right
Fuck
now.
yeah, I
If we
did.
had to go to champs right now
That's where you
today,
fucked up.
the bottom 4 ain't making it. Don't even pack your bags.
You
don't
fucked
nothing.
up. I needed
You're
it
not
earlier,
coming.
too.
It's just the top 8. See those points get rolling up there. Seattle Surge for them very, very, very
I still got two E-drinks. I went and got another one. I haven't even drank that first
I
one
got
yet.
one more
so
for
far
tomorrow,
as well,
but
Hitchens.
not for today.
Think about how absurd that is for Seattle.
You can buy one on the
Surge
way
as
to
well.
work. What do you
Just
mean?
the fact that like
I
they're
wanna
the
work
team that's
tomorrow.
8th on the bubble, and the team that's directly behind them
I don't
is
know
Vegas
things.
Legion, who made a
I
roster
don't know
change.
shit about
The first
Vegas.
thing they do is come out and like beat
Hey,
Atlanta
whoa, watch your
Thieves. So
language.
like it is dangerous teams
I mean, that one more
immediately
time, and
right
I'm gonna
behind
copyright
you.
strike all your
Even
content.
teams like London,
Do
they
it.
might be 0-2. They might be super far down on the standings when it comes to CDL points, but like all of the maps they're playing have been incredibly close. Like it is nothing but dangerous threat
The
after
Leviosa
dangerous
you
threat. I think when we saw
Leviosa.
the actual points, LA Thieves,
Leviosa,
a little
not
bit secure. They're in the top
Leviosa.
4 range. They're doing a lot
Who's
better
gonna watch
on
during
lane
these tech
compared
breaks
to
anyway?
online,
That's
and
why I
we're getting
put
these like
timestamps
top
in
2
them.
That was
sites
in
places.
the Watson's
It's a
canon.
massive
Skip,
boom
skip.
for the
Wait,
points.
what?
But for Surge, it's dangerous territory. Like
skip
on
it.
the bubble, it's
Right
like
to the map
if the
when I
struggles
put
they have
map
had
3
throughout
starts.
the
You gotta hold
basically
down the Y
online
button.
portion of the year
Why?
continue.
Yep.
They're gonna be facing
For
the fact
Leviosa?
that they might end up in the bottom
Leviosa.
4. So every single match is gonna be
Nah,
important.
these
Every
Leviosa
single
by
collection of
default.
points you can get is gonna go a long
X is
way.
at
A
you.
really long way, and it's still a long
Why is how
season.
you
We may be
skip,
just coming up on
cutscenes?
halfway, but still, the team saying so
Lumos.
far here, Major 3 qualifiers, they have been
Also
wild.
Lumos.
Boston Breach, top of that as well. Don't forget, Boston will be playing Florida
And,
in the next series.
protect-
Can't wait for that one to get down as well. Long day of Call of Duty ahead of us,
spell.
chaps. Cannot wait to get into that. Bryson
Protect
Tongue
those.
waiting in the wings for that one. It's going to be a barrel of laughs. Here we go into
Hey, here we
Hydro
go.
Hardpoint map number 4. Andraza,
We're going back
one
in,
of the
boys
finest
and
to touch
girls.
the ranked play
Children
ladder this
of all
season
17-year-olds.
with a 1.04. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what?
I love Miles.
You'll never guess. We're in the game. Let's go, baby.
There goes
Yeah,
Kenny
she
right
made
into
me
the
so
water.
hard right there. I'm about to lose my mind 'cause I didn't hear the
There
call.
goes Envoy in the water. There goes Mac in the water.
It was the lovely folks in Columbus. The whole
Mac
pulling
is a
my
fish.
teeth. Here we go,
Look at
baby.
Seattle
Mac's already
go.
swimming. We're
He's
going
coming
towards that
around
new
to
hard
put
point.
you on the
He's
flow.
already hitting the road.
That is great techniques on his pullouts as well.
Get
I
off
mean,
of
look, he's
gum.
broken every single
I'll shoot
rule.
you
If
in
this
your
was like
gum.
Olympic
You
standards,
can't
because you
have
only
no
get one
cookies.
before
The
you come
chocolate
out.
chip.
But he's got
You
the
bitch.
extra kicks in the mix, and now he's got a flank to do literally nothing. Gets instantly shut down, and perfection on the opening break for LA.
LA Thieves holding down Hydro. Watertight defense so far. See what I did there, chat? Yeah, that's right. We'll be here all series. Looking for another down low water rat, but it's going to be Envoy keeping... Oh, no. Keeping control of nothing so far. But look at number 7. That's Mac. And now Pred taking a dip. Going for a swim, trying to get across map. Avoiding those dangerous guns, the LA Thieves for now. But if they can get to the other
See,
side
in
of
our
the
level
map,
of
that's where the
gameplay,
problem
Matt,
starts, and this
we
is all
should
looking
hit
like
water
problems
routes
so far.
literally all the
Oh, LA
time.
Thieves, the team 11th in rotation. You
Yeah,
see Mac
probably.
already the first player that's able to get through.
Every rotation.
And Envoy might be at
If
the
we're
back
trying
of
to
the
get
map
around,
too.
just hit
I mean,
water.
try to keep the spawns,
Our
but really
prison
he's only
engagements.
blocking the spawns for Seattle.
We would win.
As Surge have been pouring on the pressure on the point. And all of this just to not win the rotation. All of that work to get to the back,
Well,
and it's
good.
still going to take you 20 seconds to actually break through. But hey, I guess the good news is you did break through. LA Thieves maybe able to get it done. Someone's got to trade Pred. No, Thieves. It takes so long to be able to get this time.
I got some
So,
mimosa.
Hydro is a brutal, cruel map at the best of times.
Ooh, Jaws is
25
trying.
remaining on the
He
second
wants
point
it.
here. We're already looking towards next. That's
He
what
wants
Jaws is
it.
going for the fight
Yeah, he
here.
does.
This long, protracted gunfight against Sid finally comes to a close. His 6th kill in the game so far. 3 in a row for him, and we're going to look
Looks like
towards
Thieves
that
are
new
taking
hard
control
point.
off the
We'll see on the
first.
top left-hand side of the minimap, ladies
It's
and
still
gents.
anyone's
Cast
game,
your
but
eyes.
Thieves are off to
Here
a great
comes
start.
Raza.
And look, I mean, I'd say the only thing for LA could have been a lot better, but
As
still
Chance
pretty
says,
good.
a
You have a
sizable
sizable lead
lead.
going into new, but Mac
Sizable
obviously
lead.
very precocious about these
Sizable
spawns. He is
indeed
playing the
lead.
deepest pocket of the map, and he could hear
Oh,
that coming
Mac.
a mile away. You could see from third person that reaction of the footsteps on top of the mountain, and now it's just about those gunfights straight through the front, or knowing for Surge block the spawns. Now you're going to be in a pinch. You lose the good spawns, and poor Mac, all the work he tried to do it on the flank just to get delivered into a kill box. And now you have LA Thieves. Might not have technically won the rotation, but
Nice.
it looks like they're going to be in prime
LA
position
Thieves
to actually win
got a
this
good
hill
hold on
and
this
run up
right
the lead
now.
just a little bit more.
Doing the best. Up top, good cleanups now. You've got a couple of members of Surge winding up for this hit.
If
They
it goes
should
to
be able
search,
get
I'm
here.
sparking up this $25 joint.
Close range checks.
If
all
it
the
doesn't
calls,
go to
nice
search,
work.
I'm sparking up
Tags
this
in.
$25 joint.
Machine gun masterclass. Oh, out of Envoy alone. Gets them both nearly there from Surge.
If you jump into
Mac
town
with a quick
tomorrow,
spawn at the back line.
we'll smoke
Not
the
enough
rest
to
of this
get Kenny.
$25
Simply
joint.
too hot to handle right now as the hard point back and forth.
I'll probably
we go.
take like 2 or
Over
3
towards the
frags
far
and
right-hand
die
side
and
of the
put it
map
out and go to
with
sleep.
Max. And again, for Hydro, it is a tough one. You have to oscillate
Play
between these
play
far
Harry
corners
Potter
of
in
the
my
map.
dreams.
Difficult to take the routes. Difficult to watch them as well.
This is going to be tough, too, because Kenny's about to shoot 3 players in the back. Everybody comes
Sid
through the
with the
mid-alley.
angle
There's one
across
for
the
Kenny.
back side of the
Everybody
map.
else going to have to scatter, so
see it
Sid's
right
trying to
about
do what
now.
he can off to the side, and honestly, a kill like that could
Sorry,
be
I was
pretty
a little ahead of
impactful.
the time on that
I
one,
know
guys.
Kenny was making a play, but now Envoy in the water
I got
is
excited.
just a dead
That was a
fish
good
in
angle.
the sea. And I think just because Octane fell, yep, Surge, it is just a walk straight through the front. Octane last man standing, hiding in a corner.
It's hard
and,
being
hey,
ahead of
does a good
time,
enough
man.
job to get the kill
Bro,
to get his teammates
it's so
the
hard to
spawns,
not,
but
like,
better
jump
news for
out of my
Surge,
seat and
Sid
hoop
is
and
now
holler
on
how
an
I usually
8
do.
spree on that rotation.
Hoop and holla.
Count them, ladies and gents. 8.
I like to get
A
excited.
lot of records have been cracked thus far here on MW2. We're looking to crack a few more. See how Surge with a nice bit of time here. A few more seconds would be
snake
ideal.
team.
Back on the back.
Come
Versus
on.
Draza, and that is a big old rock to be snaking on top of, and he gets it. Sib, though, makes it a 9. 12 and 8 overall. See if he can get a few more for those kills. We're going towards the next hard point. The generator room. It's a tiny one. It's a fun one. Here we go.
All that
Okay.
parkour, and that's how your
Envoy,
streak gets shut down.
you're a
That
god.
is just unfortunate and a half. And well, now you're trying to flood in across the middle of the map. Envoy's getting tags on players as they make those moves, but maybe Pred found the route towards the deep
Mac
pocket
hitting
of
it
the
from the
map. Now
back?
you get the pinch
Wait
on
a
the hill.
second.
Whoa.
Mac hitting it from the
Rip
back.
yourself,
Pred from
Chance.
up popping.
Whoa.
Unfortunate for Kenny.
We need to hold
Last
this
man
man
standing around
accountable.
the hill gets eviscerated in the perfect swarm on the hill. Surge get the job done.
Still holding it down. Big win to Mac.
Mac,
There's a
daddy.
back door if you can get it, son. As the Thieves start to swarm their way forward. Oh, Mac once again locking it down. Doesn't actually catch that player to the
Big
front line
Mac,
though. Will
daddy.
accuracy catch him? As look at him move. It's Octane. Not bad for a main AR. He's got them slinky hips flying in and out of that tiny window.
We do gotta play
Final
some ranked
15
sometime,
seconds
Ed.
here for Seattle Surge to
I'm
create some
itching,
time
bro.
and get themselves back into this
I
one
ain't
chance
playing
because it's still
solos.
a very closely contested game either way.
And I'm tired of playing with
Good luck
just
reading
the
these
other
spawns,
guys.
right? Number 1 Octane
No
spawns
offense
up
to
over
them,
towards
but you're my
Dome.
hero.
Number 4 Envoy spawns out on
You're
the
the
deep
only
west
one
side
that
of the
knows
map,
how I
and
think.
I think Surge just sort of know the ideas, so they're putting a lot of pressure towards the middle portion of this map. Taking the water routes to get the time, but Octane is still the key man right now for LA.
Nice, man, coming
And
through
I
the
think
water,
Octane
popping
can
up.
actually hear Sib on the approach. And it's really just about these battle for spawns. Surge right now, though, getting all the kills. They don't have
Think
the
that makes
spawns,
him
but
the
hey,
slushy
they've
med?
done enough just to get the pressure around
Wait
this
a
P1
second.
point. And as soon as
Icy.
Octane falls,
If
the
you
P1
put
top
ice
is
in
gonna be
water,
that much easier to
makes it
collect.
slushy,
Yeah,
you know?
real easy. Smooth shots
That's
from
boneless.
Max there. All of that
Ice.
through that little shack.
That's bone in water.
And this is good time. Are you going to be able to spot
Like a
this player from
margarita,
what side?
you know?
You're
You
not.
got
It's
ice
Envoy.
and
He
then you-
dives up. Pred's now got mid covered.
Like a mimosa.
Perfect time. Gets another 11-11 all around. This might be enough to get the break towards the
Margarita,
back. That's
icy,
what
like
Pred's
a
playing for
slushy?
here. Spawns for the next hard
that's what I'm
point.
saying.
Can he
That's
get
why I
there?
said it's
They
like
call
the
that
slush
a
man.
daiquiri, right?
Yeah.
Or
As
it's
well,
called something
so
else.
these are not fun gunfights
I know
for
what
him
you're
to
saying,
have to
man.
Well,
take.
it's like
Also,
it's
Margarita
like when
is
you
a
blend
vodka,
it.
though.
It's like when you blend the
So
ice.
guess who doesn't have their audio
Yeah.
cranked up just high enough, but
do
Envoy
it all
takes
the
another
time.
lap and finds him. And
I'm gonna Google
unfortunate
it
timing
right now,
there
chat.
for Pred to fall because you call on the cruise, but now there's only 2
Boom.
guns up ready to hit the point.
Slushy.
He's forced to hit the man not
Alcohol
actually
drinks.
on the action, and when Octane jumps off, finds an extra kill. I think just the fact that they were an extra
What
man
are
down
alcoholic
for Surge,
slushies
tough
called?
to get a massive amount of value
Frozen
off that
daiquiri.
Got you you're
I was
running out
right.
of players now for the LA Thieves sources backline. The spawn
Rosa
should
is-
still be
well, you're
rock
also right.
tight.
It's Rosa in my type,
Rock
Rosa
tight,
Margarita.
rock solid
Yeah.
at the far right side of the map, but I take it back. Octane's now Seattle top left. That's going to cause a problem.
Back to
Indeed.
Call
5
of Duty,
seconds
guys.
remaining on this
Sorry
one.
about that.
And it's not over just yet. LaRue could go big in a moment, but he has to hold. Can Draza
Yeah,
stay
I like
alive?
that
He
call, man.
just about
Damn,
gets
cool
it
move.
from the hip. That's nutty. 20 seconds remaining as this hard point is coming to an explosive ending.
We're only 20
Good time
seconds
for
apart,
Thieves to
team
get
from
to that
team right
little
now.
bit of scrap, just have a decent little lead, but Envoy, yeah, that is not
Getting
exactly
deep
covered. I can see
underwater.
straight through it. So
Holy
he does
shit.
get sniffed out. No rotation.
He's searching
Sneakiness
for the
coming through
Kraken.
for LA. Gonna have to find a
Yeah, he's
different way
trying
to
to
try to
find the
break
buried
this
treasure
hill.
down there.
They got to break through the middle of the map
He's
as
got
well.
a-
Sib's
he's
gonna
got
be
a
watching
metal
that
detector.
cross accuracy. He's got the crossfire set up
You
as
think
well.
he's been playing
Now,
DMZ
pretty
enough?
clean hold. Not
No, no.
easy to deal with, and Sib wins the gunfight
Sib
as
was
well.
behind
LA
it,
have
too.
such a long way to go.
Shark in the water.
Behind him. There's a shark in the water, and Sib. I don't think he's running anything other than attack there, but he's not going to be able to do too much damage from down low. Can't help out too much from upstairs. His teammates are doing what they can on the point. Here we
Oh
go.
my God.
LA Thieves want this
Matt
break. Don't let
Melts.
Seattle Surge get further ahead. That's
Sorry.
the goal right now. And Mac
Oh.
wins too. Unreal stuff on the flank. Kenny though immediately in there. Trade
Sib
it out.
melts.
LaRue can't get any more. Sib goes big with a 2.
Yeah, now I think if I'm Surge trying to leave over the back spawns, or maybe just get the final 30 seconds. LA Thieves forced to chalk all of it up, so that is an electric kill. And if you remember last time,
LA
Envoy
Thieves,
played
though, on the
deep in the
rotation.
water. This time Sib is going to be taking his turn to swim.
Wow, did he?
The water is not
He's in the water
chlorinated.
too
It is
long.
not easy to spot him out, but Draza, the
I
awareness
think
was
he
there.
got sound
Yeah, he was enough of a
for
depth
real
that he
on
could
the
not be seen
Draza.
whatsoever there. But just as he comes up
Draza,
for
you
it,
queued
Draza with
up.
a good timing there on the turn.
Yeah.
Still looking
I
to get the
mean,
lead back.
dude,
PLA
me
Thieves,
playing,
Mac once
you
again
know I
driving
can
the
hear
dagger into the back
everything,
line
bruh.
of the front.
I don't
If
hear
that
that
makes sense to
shit.
you,
When
let me know
people
on
are
the
deep
postcard.
underwater,
Trying to
you
keep the
don't
hard
hear
point
it.
alive as you got numbers now for the Thieves
Unless you
towards the
just
back.
happen to look. It could
Fred
be
trying to hit
coincidence. I
his
could
way
be
through the
completely
front,
wrong.
can't get it
And I
done.
normally
Sib on the
am.
side. Every angle
It's
covered.
just a
Thieves
little
with the
sketchy.
time, and now the lead.
Thieves, though, good hold
That is
here.
clean,
Take
and
the
now
lead
Matt
back.
going to be forced to take deep routes, but you're going to get
You
spotted.
see that back hill
Impossible
hold right
gunfight
there
to
where
win,
Draza
and
is?
LA Thieves much
That's
stronger hold
where
on
one of
this
us
hill
needs
this
to
time
hold with,
around.
like, a
Last
scar or
time it
something.
literally took a 9 spree from Sib
Or
to
Boogie with
eventually
his
break those
remote.
spawns and get this hill time.
Like, Boogie,
For
just
the
sit on
moment
that
for
hill, bro.
Surge,
Easter
nobody
egg that
able to
shit.
deliver. Kenny goes on a little tear towards the middle of the map, cleans everybody up, and talk about the response in that moment where Surge get a near full 60. You have LA Thieves responding in kind.
Draza
Again,
is
as
sitting
those
with
rotation
23 and
battles commence,
16.
on rotation, nobody for LA Thieves able to find an opening. Surge closed that door, but also for Surge, I mean, it's sink or swim time on this
We're
map.
coming
Gotta
up
be
30
perfect when the
seconds.
series ends.
See what he did there, chat? You see what he did? You see what he did?
For
Over 200
LA
now for the LA
Thieves in the lead.
Thieves. Seattle Surge looking to hold down this line. And this is a very
Can
similar look.
LA
Awkward
break the-
spawns.
someone's in the
Number
back?
one. Oh my
Octane.
god, Octane's right in the back.
Sib is also in the
Ooh.
back.
Sib. The back line
Sib
Sib
was
is
farther
on
in the
it.
back.
Kenny now through the front.
Yeah.
Red reads it. Oh, baby. Seattle Surge. They've taken on all
He
comers.
said, I'm
and
from
they're still on top.
way down south
That is so
China.
distant as well. Sib playing parts of the map. Half the people watching didn't even
Wow.
know existed that you could get that far back. And, well, Sib is still in his home. Draws it nowhere to go, and it's actually Pred that gets the kill. You got players trying to sneak through. Sib is still
Seattle
in
take the
iron
lead.
boots towards the back, and the full 60 that they wanted. It looks like
That is
they
a
might
full
just be
50,
able
bro.
to get. They have
Yeah.
taken the lead again. But we know how this map goes, and we know almost assuredly it is going to end on P2. And look at where number 8 just spawns, gets gifted like a presence to try to set up a pinch on this hill and just create all this pressure. LA Thieves, they're fighting the two front war.
They couldn't be scripted, right? Surely couldn't be.
He
Well, it's
hears
taken
them
care
for
of there.
sure.
Wonderful work from Envoy.
No hops.
No
No hops for
He's in.
accuracy.
Still dripping
That's
wet.
so
Now he's
Yep,
dead. That's
it's your
bad
hops.
timing. That's unfortunate.
Your hops
Lead
for
change
Mac
maybe
either.
on the cards here. But number 4 has got to go wild. Envoy what wins that again. That's the backside covered for
LA
P2.
Thieves
Thieves
retake
are coming
the
back
lead.
up to take the
Now
lead.
looking to get in the
Yep.
hard point. Pred over the top.
Yep.
Not a whole lot garnered there. Accuracy hops this time round. A little cleaner. The gunny not so much. Kenny with the
That's a win
corners.
on this hill.
Lead change again. LA
Yeah,
Thieves
they
can
can.
win it here.
Oh, this could be it, though, just because it's a desperate battle for spawns as well. But Seattle, they have such a long way to go. Draza, desperate to stay alive inside the point.
These
Seattle
do.
can't win it here, so now
They're
it's all
kind of
about
giving
that
up their
battle for
presence at
rotation.
P2.
Every
They don't need to
single
push
player
out
on
too
LA
far.
Thieves is falling one by
Oh
one.
my
God,
God,
Octane,
Octane,
no!
The big 2 and his teammates get the spawns
They got the
just
spawns
in time
still.
for the trades. Now it's all
Ooh,
about
they're
the sprint
close to
fest,
giving
right?
that up.
Seattle,
Only
gotta
12
hit
seconds
straight
for
through
the win
front. You do
on
not
P3.
have time to waste.
Envoy does
Or
not have
P2,
sonar.
sorry.
He has to use his eyes to detect people
They
on the
want it,
walls
they
now.
want it, they
10
want it,
seconds for
baby.
the win here
Here
in the
goes
series
Matt
for the
flying
LA
in the
Thieves. Anyone
front.
there from Seattle to make their way forward.
5 seconds,
Kills from
here they
Sid.
come.
Max down the max man.
Matt gets
Oh,
grenaded.
Octane
Yeah,
up top. He's gonna
that's
get it.
about
2 more
it.
seconds. No one's home.
LA LA Thieves
It's a 3-1
are gonna win
to the LA
3-1.
Thieves.
He's decided.
For
Octane
P2
looks
and hey,
melancholy
finally
as
winning those
normal.
rotations, Miles.
Finally, indeed, and that is it's gonna
Of
bump
course,
the stats for the
it's
LA
just
Thieves
another
indeed.
Seattle
For
Surge
Seattle's
fight.
close, but no cigar
Yeah.
were to
Seattle
Take a look
Surge
at
is
those
good.
stats
They
here
just
when it
can't
comes up.
quite close out when they need to.
We call that capitalizing in the pro industry.
Yep. Any final thoughts as we finish up this game?
Let's take a look at non-traded kills. Sib with 25 on his team. That's all I got to say.
30 and 21 for Sib, trying his hardest, but still not able to beat the teamwork of LA
The
Thieves.
veteran on their team really not putting forth the effort. Maybe it's too much effort.
He be on
The
the hill.
accuracy, the
but that's it.
Iceman, isn't icy. This series.
Yep, not quite. All right, that's going to do it for us here at this match. Our last map of the day we're going to do is Vegas versus FaZe. Catch you guys then. Make sure you guys stay tuned.
Take it easy.